What do you got, Nathan?
Let's do it. Joke number one.
Joke number one.
Get my joke reading voice. For a country built on revolution and disobeying the crown, we sure seem to have no problem accepting our frozen ice cream treats from a Dairy Queen.
Ooh.
Controversial.
I like that.
Is that controversial?
I think so.
Really? Well, there's a Burger King. Why did you go with the King?
Oh, that's true.
The King actually it's personified, like has a mascot. The Dairy Queen, we never see her. She doesn't show up in commercials.
Yeah, we've never seen the Dairy Queen.
Very mysterious. Never thought of it. I wonder about one time we did. I don't know. Was there ever a Dairy Queen, do you think? Or they've always kept her under wraps?
Do we have other monarchy-related fast food joints?
I like to think that
she
missing? Exists. She exists, but she is so terrifying of a concept that they ran it across so many focus groups. They're like, we cannot make public.
Do not put the Dairy Queen on TV. Do not.
Has a very well-defined mythos. Like destroyed an Eastern European country in the 1400s.
The Beach Boys sound like you moved the animatronic band from Chuck E. Cheese down to the Boardwalk Carnival, put Hawaiian shirts on them, and they got possessed by the ghosts of all the kids who'd gone missing from that area. I hate the Beach Boys.
Oh, really? Yeah, I get it. But fuck, I love it.
It's so fucking corny.
I mean, it'd be weird.
Wouldn't it be
It'd be
nice?
Weird if they thought they were hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
sure.
Like if the Beach Boys.
Yeah, if they came out and
sound
put
like
out
G.G. Allen and the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
that show, I'd watch. I'd go to that show.
Yeah. I don't think Brian Wilson is regular enough to shit on stage. He's got to plan his diet out like 2 days in advance. Like, yeah, I got to shit at 7 p.m. on Tuesday.
He has to freeze it on Tuesday. Yeah. Thaw it out in the microwave before.
It's an elaborate magic trick.
Yeah. Wait for it. I assure you, I am trying to shit.
I can't wait until this dumb pandemic is over so I can go back to tipping the DoorDash delivery guy with Eskimo kisses.
I like that.
Sucking in each other's breaths.
That makes for an adorable visual. He's holding the bag with the hot food in it. You just lean in and just get him one.
Yeah.
I just offer to walk them to their car.
Yeah.
That's my chivalrous thing to do. I feel like that's worth something, right? Like,
hey, let me keep an eye on you.
Call me when you get home.
What better added tip than making sure you don't get murdered for bringing me this Taco John's?
And and they know if shit did go south, you would just run and lock the door. Dude.
Oh, for sure.
You're going to take a bullet for your Uber Eats guy.
Just shoot some guns off as distraction,
Now, go. Get real Delta Force about it. Covering fire.
Facebook has taught me that any dog will maul me with affection if I wear army fatigues.
That's fucking dark. No, I guess it's not dark. It's good. They're coming home and...
I like to think that whoever's watching those videos doesn't know that that's why the dog is so excited. That they're just excited by that pattern.
I like the idea of like a dog fighter. Instead of a bullfighter, you don't have the red, you have the camo.
Yeah.
You need to incorporate more dog fighting jokes into your act.
No, but I don't want it to be not two dogs fighting each other. Just to be clear, I want there to be a one dog and a matador.
Yeah.
Right. A dogador, if you will.
Mata canine.
A mutador. There we go.
Mutador. Holy shit, Mutador.
A Mutador, and you have the camo.
Hurry,
or you just have
the
the jacket from an army surplus store.
Yeah.
Or from like my cousin Steve.
They just let it go by. Crowd's throwing roses.
Yeah.
And then much like bullfighting, after about 40 minutes of this, you stab the dog to death.
Yeah. Just with a penknife and walk out of the airport. What a patriot.
Well, we're coming back next week for that, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. More of that. Sure. Hoping it's a Labradoodle next time. I hate those little fucks. When someone says, hey, you want a sloppy Joe? All I hear is, hey, I've ruined what might have been a nice hamburger.
Oh,
That's a hot take, and I don't
that
agree
is
with
a
it.
hot take, man. I disagree.
I think they both
man.
have their place.
Like, you get sauce touching like each microscopic piece of the meat. I think that's the idea with the sloppy Joe.
There's an infusion to it. Every little bit is touched. I'm not a sloppy Joe person. I'm
Okay.
Never have been.
The best sloppy joes you're gonna get are served in like a food truck at an auction sale on a failing family farm, like
A chuck wagon.
a chuck wagon. Thank you, a chuck. Yeah, we were eating that food
Just the
trucks
cows
30
that they
years before
ground
they were
up.
cool.
Yeah, it's
Just like their
they're not
last
selling the
cow
cows.
just gets ground up for the
Yeah, yeah, just,
auction of all
just
the
an
farm
old
equipment.
milker, the meat stuff. That's why they got to make sloppy joes. No one would eat a burger from it.
These 11-year-old ornery asshole bags that are still on the farm.
Yeah, kind of like a good slop. I think I think sloppy joes are such trash food that I think the best ones are the ones that come in like, it's not like hamburger that's lovingly browned and mixed with a sauce. It just comes
Lovingly
in a
brown.
25-pound bag of
Gross.
like pre-mixed meat, and they just snip a corner and squeeze it into a crock pot.
Oh, God.
Where like the meat molecules are so tiny that it's like a mush. It's like what they feed.
It's just
space
the meat is
people.
flowing in the sauce like a red blood cell in
Yeah,
plasma.
There's no texture to it at all.
Nathan wants it to just come out the end like Play-Doh spaghetti.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like gross.
All right. Oh, speaking of, if I had gravy, I bet I could eat a whole book. Wait, in terms of like you're this close to eating a book, or you love gravy that much?
I think
What is-
I think the line of thought is, I bet I could eat a book, but I bet it would take gravy. Like you would
Oh.
have to have it.
Oh,
I heard it as like a celebration of gravy, like that gravy can make anything edible.
Oh, okay, sure, yep. That I can hear that.
Push that angle and get some money from the big gravy people.
They-
Get big gravy
this-
on our side.
I don't want to sound like a buffoon, but can't you make something called a mock apple pie that uses newspaper clippings? Now I feel like an idiot. Okay. Am I making this up?
I think you're.
Is that like a
trying-
Depression era food, mock apple pie that has newspaper
That's
in it?
made with newspaper.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
This is the first I'm hearing of it, but I would not be surprised if that's real.
This sounds like you're just asking for permission to eat newspaper. You're a grown man.
You just do it.
Indulge.
You don't need
What's
our
that called,
permission,
pico?
Joe.
Oh, yeah, this is not. How did I think of this? Is a dream. Okay.
What's the desire, the compulsion to eat paper? Is it pica? Is that the name of it, or pica?
I don't know. There is a word for it, but
Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
what
pike
it
is
is.
like when you're not getting enough rocks in your diet, right?
Yeah, you gotta eat those sweet rocks. Some of the stories of it are, I mean, it would suck to suffer from it, but like just normal people whose life is derailed because they have to eat a fucking sock full of paper clips, or they
Oh,
can't
and,
get through
so
the
there's
day.
that like My Strange Addictions where there's a lot of
Yeah.
people with
Yep.
pica. A lot of meat like sheetrock.
Yeah, sheetrock's a big one. I just listened to a podcast.
Which,
about all
holy
this.
shit, if you love sheetrock,
Man, yeah, you're in hog heaven. This sheetrock.
you're rolling in it.
I'm thinking of like the game Rampage. You just be punching holes. Uplifting news stories about elderly people picking up trash and cleaning up the city sure make me feel better about my penchant for littering. I'm not a lazy bum with no civic pride. I'm a job creator.
My favorite Bible verse is Doug 3:11, which reads, "Whoa, amber is the color of your energy." I like reading 3:11 as a verse with a colon in the middle.
My Uncle Tony repaired grandfather clocks for a living. When a clock was beyond repair, he'd buy it from the owner and keep it around his shop, just in case he needed parts of it later on. I sure hope most veterinarians don't follow the same practice.
Spare parts pets.
Yeah.
Pet parts.
We're going to have to put your cat down. Wait a second. We might be able to save it.
I've been looking for a cat tibia for 4 days. Here we go. Thank God, this just dropped in my lap. Welcome to Pet Boys. We have parts.
How far now that, does RoboCop just keep being cops? Or does it go into other species or other professions?
Oh, does OCP start applying that technology to other industries?
Yes.
This is Robo Zookeeper. Just a guy all RoboCopped up, just scooping elephant shit down in the Detroit Zoo.
And I think it comes up in the movie, but why not just make an android? Why do you still have to have why do you have to shoehorn a dead cop corpse inside of the robot exoskeleton?
I like that idea that just whenever anyone's whenever Maytag is coming up with the next appliance, what if we put a ghost in it?
Yeah. I like this dishwasher, but it never screams in anguish. It never pleads, please let me die.
Not once have I seen blood pour out of his microwave.
He's not visited by a widow trying to...
yeah, a widow always milling around. Let me see Howard. Your kid's holding a microwave up against the picture window. Just got her hands up against it. Okay, that's enough. It's enough, Ethel. We want to make popcorn now. We need Howard for popcorn. Say goodbye, Ethel.
Back to the kitchen.
Why is life so cruel? I don't know, Ethel. It's popcorn time.
I always thought that was creepier. So there's the idea that maybe humans are robots. There are people we know that are actually robots. I think it's much scarier thinking of appliances that are actually people. You know what I mean? That's much more fucking disturbing.
Yeah, if you found out tomorrow that your blender and your Xbox controller both have human beings in them. Oh, fuck.
Man. So some poor schlub on my clock radio is watching me beat off a whole bunch. That poor fellow really wishes he was dead.
My blender just occasionally pipes up. You're just going to keep buying protein powder that you're not going to eat, huh? You're just going to, hot pockets again, huh? You got frozen fruit. You got everything you need, buddy.
Yeah. I guess they put those gaps under the doors of public bathrooms so that state inspectors can peek in and make sure you're using the toilet correctly. At least that's what the guy at the truck stop told me last night. The implication is that a strange man peeked in on the narrator as he was doing something.
I also like the idea of that being a government agent's job. That
just hates it too. God damn it! Driving to rest stops along the interstate.
You gotta go in here.
What would be the chain of command? What if there is something very obscene? Like if they're just sitting on it at the wrong angle, they just, hey, it's designed to sit forward. Oh, thanks, man. But if someone's,
verbal warning,
just somebody, do they have a state issued firearm, or do they got to call the highway patrol?
So would you feel more secure shitting at a place if it had, if the doors went all the way down to the ground, or if you had a gun?
I for as weird, like many phobias and things I have no problem just kicking out a screaming shit in a public restroom. Like, I'm not bashful about it at all. I think it's one of my few times I can do a power move. Just confidently taking bad shit.
If I could, like, I would use some costume designer to, or some kind of, like special effects horror person to like do makeup. So I could just do damage and like not be traced at all.
Like I will. It's funny, like other shit like bothers me. I'm always self-conscious. I will take like a devastating dump and just casually wash my hands. And, hey, what's going on, man? Hey, you see the Vikings game? Like, doesn't bug. Fuck, that's weird. I'm gonna do a deep dive into that with a psychiatrist someday.
Not me, man.
Would you rather have someone to peek over while you're urinating at a urinal, or like smell something that's just horrendous?
I can handle the smell. You get what you pay for when it comes to a public restroom. People are going to.
I don't agree with
that. No one
that.
takes a healthy shit in a truck stop. You'll wait till you go home.
So to feel bad.
Every truck stop dump is an emergency.
Mournful.
Like it's gotta.
You look glum when you're taking a truck stop.
No one's whistling. Taking a truck stop dump.
Yeah, no one's having the time of their life.
It's not the worst experience in your life, though. Like,
I mean, no, I don't mind it, but I mean, these are very unhealthy shits getting taken in there. But you know what going in,
I just love the idea of you like being so socially awkward in so many other instances, but there's you just on a toilet, just
taking off the toilet paper, pre-wipe, laying it out.
It's like your karaoke. Like people that feel awkward in all social situations until they get to do karaoke.
Yeah. I have to be shit-faced to do karaoke. It'd be awesome to have to be shit-faced to poop in public. You're just pounding fucking Boone's Farm in the parking lot of a 7-Eleven, stumbling in, shitting all over the place, driving drunk. I gotta quit doing this. Hey, do you need help, sir? It's cool. My dad didn't hug me enough. I got all this shit.
I'm fine, just therapy, Yeah. Oh shit, that's funny.
All right, your turn, Marlin.
Okay. There's a lot of latent racism in the news. Yesterday, I saw a headline that read, "Latino woman arrested for shoplifting." Listen, mainstream media, I don't need to know this woman's nationality. I just want to know how big her tits are.
Looking at your face is cracking me up.
Oh, I tried to get through that without laughing. I can't say the word tits without laughing because I'm 14 years old mentally. I would laugh at that joke if I just heard it out on the street somewhere. I'd be like, yeah, I know, right?
I can imagine you, Nathan, saying that on late night.
Saying what?
Being on like Jimmy Fallon, getting 5 minutes.
That's the opening joke.
That's the opening joke. And they're like, well, we should have seen that coming.
Well, good night, everybody.
Like 5 seconds of silence. I fumble the mic and I come out. I cut back running the other direction. Cut the commercial.
I like to think that from the start, you already don't hit your mark when you go up to the microphone. Like,
you just go right up to the fucking desk. And you're like, look.
Yeah. I go up to sit with him. He's like, no. He's like, pushes me out there. Someone has to run a mic out to me.
Oh, fuck.
Did you not have any material plan? Material? They're just going to talk.
Oh, shit. I didn't know I had to tell, like, you don't know how this works. I didn't know I had to tell jokes. I thought I was just sitting on the couch talking to you, Jimmy. I was just happy to not have to do some lip sync plastic toy horse shit. Like,
oh man, there are some weird car names out there nowadays. For example, I named mine Horatio Hulk Hogan Miyamoto.
Is that one of yours, Joe?
I guess.
I had a friend in high school that had like a just repulsive beige or tan early 80s Ford LTD that's 75 feet long.
Yeah.
It was always called Flesh Stones. It's a great nickname for a car. Let's just take Flesh Stones. Your car that looks like a sad dick. It's like, if I picture that car in my head, the color makes me visibly ill, and I'm colorblind. So for everyone else, it had to just be repulsive.
All right, Nathan.
Okay. I like planning ahead for people's birthdays. My girlfriend's is coming up in 2 weeks, and I already got breakfast in bed figured out. Hit a couple Pop-Tarts in her duvet 3 weeks ago.
I like that one.
Yeah. I've always thought I should invest in a duvet.
Have you?
Not any material.
Just in a garbage bag.
Yeah, because I always feel like I feel like I have to apologize to my washing machine the yearly wash my comforter gets. Like, it does not sound like it's having a good time.
I like that you, who are like in this basement making tuna sandwiches in the bathroom, are sitting there thinking, I should have a duvet cover. I really should.
Just like that, yeah. I'm washing a waffle iron in the bathtub. Like, no. I need to splurge more often.
Rinsing out a Bloody Mary glass in the back of the toilet tank.
Yeah.
My dad can't buy clothes for my mom's birthday anymore. She says nothing he's bought her has been that flattering. Especially that time he bought her that camo t-shirt that was 2 sizes too big that said "World's Worst Wife" on it. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh yeah.
I feel like my delivery ruined that, but that's a very funny joke.
Yeah.
That joke's a journey.
That's the kind of
It
joke.
should be illegal to sell that shirt.
This is no joke. When I'm going to say 14 years old, and we were at the mall, and my old man bought me a t-shirt that was just a black shirt, and in red scrawling letters across the front, it said, "Just be glad I'm not your kid." That's what my dad thought would be a good shirt for me to have.
And you know that when they made that shirt, it's because my son's this little stinker. There you are, just placidly reading a book. Just casually eating some Golden Grabs.
You're like not mischievous at all. You're just
right.
They weren't masculine enough.
Just picturing you at an auction sale, just sitting on your butt, eating some snacks, reading a book. You have a hat that says "Lil Stinker" or something like that. Lil Devil. I should put some suntan lotion on it. It's very, very hot out here.
Oh, shit.
I went to Subway and ordered a sandwich with extra cucumbers. Got home to find I was holding a sandwich with no cucumbers, but tons of pickles. Couldn't even be mad because that's still correct. There was a kid who kept forgetting to bring his lunch card to... You guys didn't have lunch cards, right?
No.
Towards the end we did, yep.
Really?
What happened?
Big things popping. No, I mean like it got introduced towards the end of my high school. Like, there wasn't a lunch card disaster. It was a diesel powered card reader that exploded. Gordon Lightfoot wrote a song about it.
No, there was a kid that kept forgetting his lunch card, which is like a very like me move. Like I would do it sometimes too, but all the time he would forget it, and he would just get the free pickles that were in the condiment bar with ketchup, and just every day just house pickles and ketchup.
Oof.
That's funny but sad.
That's also, if you're just eating pickles and ketchup, that is a lot of sodium in your daily regimen.
My grandfather told me a story about when he was a kid. Went to a tiny one-room schoolhouse, and what they got for lunch is my grandmother would wrap a potato in tin foil for each of the kids. And like an hour before lunch, the teacher would put the potato on the wood stove and it would just cook it for the next hour. And that's all the kids ate. So they would just, lunchtime, they just eat their plain baked potato. And then this new kid came in, which is baffling that new kids move to where people are eating potatoes like that. And he would leave for his lunchtime, and they, in their heads, he thinks he's too good for us. He thinks he's better than us. So they would find him and beat him every lunch period. And he would never really fight back. They just beat him and then go back, and he'd show up every day. And then they followed him. Wonder what he does. What do you think? Like, what he was doing is he was walking out into the woods and just sitting alone because his family didn't have any food.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
and my grandpa
God.
just told that like it was a fun childhood anecdote too.
Oh my God.
And we still beat him.
Man, I was sitting here like, this is going to be a fun story. Just you watch.
Nope. I thought it was going to be little Lord Fauntleroy or whatever. Like sitting eating dumplings or... Oh my God.
Just sitting in the woods alone. Didn't even have any siblings to
Jesus.
They could at least understand the plight. Could you imagine feeling blessed because you have a baked potato to eat?
Oh my God. All right, you're going, Nathan.
Keep the laugh train rolling. Okay. My 4-year-old nephew told me that birds evolved from dinosaurs, which makes sense. If you think about it, 4-year-olds are dumb. Yesterday, he told me whales aren't fish. They need to get him checked out.
I went to an outdoor wedding. It said formal, but damn, it was 95 degrees. At a certain point, I start caring less about what the bride and groom want. It's like, fine, I'll wear slacks, but I for sure am going to keep pouring ice down them.
Yeah, that one's kind of weak. Sorry.
Motherfucker, you don't got to apologize to us of all people for weak jokes. We do it for 3 hours a week. This guy.
Yeah. Bees.
I tried filming at my house. My jerk-ass neighbors called the cops on me. All I was doing was trying to make an Alfred Hitchcock movie. The Birds. I don't see what the big deal was. All I was doing is throwing a bunch of bread on their lawn.
I can't tell if this joke is over yet.
Can you imagine if someone just threw food waste on your lawn?
Like your neighbor's just tossing it over the fence.
Yeah.
Banana peels.
Man, part of my reticence to get into home ownership is having that 1 in 1,000 nightmare neighbor. Like, you can't, your lease isn't up on a house. You got to sell the fucking thing if you don't like it. And you're going to take a bath if you have to sell it right away. So like, how much would that suck to have a lunatic neighbor?
Have you heard of Pazuzu?
Why do I know that?
He was this killer in North Carolina who took on the name and the identity of a demon, like filed his teeth down into points and was murdering people in his basement. His neighbors were just like, eh. Because you don't want to deal with it, man. You don't want to like ruin the value of your house. You're like, maybe he'll just disappear.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll get it out of his system.
But they like ended up bulldozing the entire block. So
really,
it backfires.
Oh my God. Yeah. Think of that. Like, I think it was the comedy club in Milwaukee was always right across the street from the apartment complex that Jeffrey Dahmer lived in. I always think how weird it'd be to be like the door across from his apartment. Like, just like every day, like, okay, unspeakable things happen to multiple people 5 feet from where I sleep.
Right there. Like, to
Right
be able to
there.
just point at it.
Yeah, that's a trip.
It's like someone being in the toilet stall next to you. It's dumb. All right. Go ahead, Nathan.
Do you think you know, or pardon me, one more time. Do you think your mom knows what a butt plug is? Would you want to know? Are you prepared for that kind of information? That's it.
As to whether my mom knows what.
That's
I mean, I would hope she'd be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
She's
I
just
would-
clueless,
I
just
would want her
looking
to
you
think
right in
it's
the
like
face.
like a top, like a spinning top, because it kind of has that look.
Oh, wait. Okay. You're
Unless
talking
dealing
about
with
not the
different-
word.
Oh yeah, if she like opened
Okay, I was
up a
thinking of
glove
the
box on
word.
a rental car and that was in there,
No,
I thought you were going to say the glove box
I
of
wouldn't
your
want my
car.
parents to know what that
it's
is.
just pouring out. There's a bunch of butt plugs or some doorknobs from when I was in a pinch one time.
And those two things kind of look alike, so you're scrambling trying to get with.
I don't even want to know what one is.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'd be fun to just pick one up, and then years down the line, I figure out a use for it by myself. Just, it's random.
You think you invent butt plugs?
That's the thing. How long would
Show
it
up on
take
Shark Tank.
if you picked one up and didn't know what it was? How long would it take for your mind to be like, "Oh, wait, probably"? Like,
I think I am childlike enough. I would try to spin it if I because it looks like a top. It has a shiny top
Whee!
sometimes.
Someone lost their
Whee!
weird doorknob.
All right, Marlon.
Musical chairs is fun, but not as fun as musical glory holes. My favorite part is at the end of each round when you clog one up with a big wad of gum.
I think that's the right way to do it, right?
Have either of you ever seen a glory hole in the wild?
No.
No,
Yeah.
not enough rest stops, apparently.
Yeah. Or I think we just go to.
I'm surprised you guys think that hopscotch is fake.
Yeah,
But we for
oh.
sure know that glory holes.
Yeah, that crossed my mind. It's like, is glory hole something like? But I have friends that have worked in adult stores, and they say that's a thing.
But they just are they installed ahead of time, or
I think those are improvised.
Yeah, improvise. Yeah, like you hack away with a knife. You're left to your own devices. Porn shops are open till like 4 a.m. if it's a good porn shop. You bring in a big hunting knife, and it's nothing but 1/2-inch particle board. You can make a glory hole in 15 minutes. I bet.
I like the idea that it's just like a Japanese hotel room
Yeah.
where it's just single ply paper.
Yeah.
I like the idea of
You're just snipping through with a little
Thank God.
saber scissors.
I don't want to give a peek behind the curtain, but I better hope there's 2x4 studs and not 2x6. It'll all be for naught. I need a little help. You have to reach into the other end of this.
I like the idea of being like, oh, thank God I brought my buck knife to the porno shop.
I'm picturing like an old-fashioned bit and brace. You're like hold it up and turn it with a big bit at the end. like Amish carpentry tools.
Like a cat burglar.
That's how the
the
Looney Tunes would do it, right?
Mhm.
Isn't that kind of, yeah.
Holy shit.
All right, Marlon, is that right? Did you read that, Nathan?
I read that one. I read
Okay.
that glory hole one.
Here we go. I only get coffee from those little drive-through garden shed looking places because I support small businesses.
That's a fun one.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
What a neat little joke.
Yeah, I like jokes like that. Like, yeah, it's nice encapsulated. You can, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end.
That's one for the grandmas.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. All right.
Oh, fuck it. Close it out.
Okay, here's the final joke. They are opening a trampoline park close to me. I'm gonna bring my trampoline to it. I want it to learn to be comfortable around other trampolines. Against a dog.
I love it.
All right, that's it